advice.
Previously, we have waited for too long, far too long.
The signs of the end are here. A little while and my son is coming like a thief.
What's the surprise? Thought Satan is the problem. Why come like a thief? This is all for entertainment, people. A thief? The last time I checked the word thief in the Bible, that's not a good example. A thief only comes to steal and kill and destroy. Only.
But I came that they may have life and have it abundantly.
Are there no better examples for the Bible to use? Now, in 7 days, God Almighty created the whole universe, the heavens, the earth, and everything, by speaking a word. But Jesus has taken 2,000 years plus just to prepare accommodations for the souls.
He is not just preparing a place, but a new heart which is perfect and righteous.
Is this Jesus the same spoken in John chapter 1 verse 14?
Yesu ni yule jana leo na hata milele.
Then kwa nini asiseme neno tu alafu makao yakuwe? Just a word.
The new earth and heaven is like a bride adorned for her husband. In this new earth, there will be no death. There will be no sorrows. There will be no sickness. Just pure happiness.
Souls will still need food and water. Sickness is still there. Are you sure the coming world is a perfect one?
That is why it is being created in 3 days. Don't ignore this fact, that one day to me is like 1,000 years to human being.
Okay, so the speculation has been right that the 7 days of creation is 7,000 years.
Exactly.
It means that from Genesis to now, we are approximately 6,000 years. No wonder people are worried about the 7th day. A lot of contradicting predictions of the end of time, the day of rest.
I told Daniel to keep the words secret and seal the book until the end of time. And now is that time when the revelation is happening.
Resurrection and rapture already occurred. When Jesus died, he went down to the prison. In the underworld, he took the key from Satan. He preached to the spirits trapped underworld. After resurrection, many souls came out of the tombs and entered the holy city, and they appeared to many. Perhaps resurrection and rapture already occurred. If we do not agree, then it means all souls are still trapped underworld, waiting to be resurrected, waiting to be raptured. And this will go against all the scriptures, which claims that once you die, judgment takes place immediately. You either go to heaven or you go to hell.
Can you trust your current calendar and time? Does the scriptures not tell you there are 13 months in a year?
The first month is the month of Habib.
Habib is the Lord's Passover. This is the time I took them out of Egypt at night.
Octagon stands for 8-sided shape. Dec is decade, which stands for 10. April is the beginning of life. What a fool's day. This is all for entertainment, people. Previously,
The nanny told the kids that Daddy was just joking.
who created the tree of good and evil?
I made every tree and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
Satan was in the Garden of Eden. He was the guardian cherubim. What action should be taken?
That father does not deserve to live.
Who created Satan? This is all for entertainment, people.
Another stain in blood inscribed my name.
What business was he doing and who was he conducting the business with? Can you explain how did Satan sin? Because
Satan had multitude of iniquities. He confused a third of the angels in heaven. Genesis chapter 6. Together they came down, took the daughters of men, and made them wives. Then Nephilims, the giants of renown, were born.
so how did you miss to see this atrocity and prevent it before it was committed? Where or what were you doing?
I regret for the evil. I had underestimated Satan. I felt very sorry that I had put human on earth. My heart was broken.
You have many instances of you regretting your actions. In 1 Samuel, you regretted making Saul king over Israel. In Jeremiah, you were sorry that you brought disaster upon your people. Before the flood in Noah's time, you regretted making humankind on earth. But instead of thinking, you went ahead and wiped the whole earth. After, again we see you regretting. Personally, I don't understand you, Lord. Don't you have advisors? You say you know things before they happen. Why don't you find a reasonable solution before you act?
That is why we sat down with Jesus Christ and discussed about this matter. Don't you see now we have a reasonable solution?
I remember that meeting. So Jesus and you are two different entities. Now we know.
My son and I are one.
Everybody knows that you are not one.
And why do you think so?
Let's keep that for another discussion. In the meantime, killing Satan and killing your son, which one is reasonable solution?
A sacrifice of blood was needed for the atonement of sin. Out of love, my son made the ultimate choice. He gave his life for the salvation of man.
I am beginning to doubt if you are the creator. That is human sacrifice.
In 3 days, I raised him from the dead. There was no other way for the atonement of sin.
That sounds like a stage-managed script. Let me explain. You usually create a problem and try to bring a solution, and you play the hero. And many times, your script has always backfired.
What are you saying?
You created Satan. He is now your biggest dilemma. You created the tree of evil. Then you created Eve, and you gave her to Adam. Look at the results. Are you not the one who allowed Cain to kill Abel? The Tower of Babel? Are you not the cause of the confusion? What about that flood of Noah? And the list is long. Let's just pause there.
Can't you see that Satan is to blame for all this?
Remember the poison chocolate. You say that the father does not deserve to live. What is this thing that you keep emphasizing so much that Adam did? In the same Bible, Judah slept with his daughter-in-law. Abraham lied, and he also married his sister. David killed someone's husband and took his wife. Solomon married more than 1,000 wives. Killing of innocent people, women and children.
There's a book and some ink. It's a new day, it's another day, it's a happy time, another moment.
The earth was peaceful until you arrived and messed it big time.
What are you saying?
Since you created the Garden of Eden, the earth has never been the same again. This project, or let me call it experiment, failed at the pilot stage.
Satan is to blame for all this.
Don't draw Satan into this mess. Where did he get that character? You created man in your image. What about Satan? Whose image is he? The tree of evil. What kind of evil was this?
He taught people knowledge that we're not supposed to know.
You see, all things that can be considered evil originate from you.
You turn things upside down. Shall clay say to its maker that you did not make me?
The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of David, the God of Elijah, the God of Moses. You don't like being referred to the God of Adam. Why?
The son of Enosh, the son of Seth, the son of Adam, the son of God. Why do you say that I found the earth and messed it?
Because the Garden of Eden is a scam. A laboratory experiment that failed. Let me explain. It is alleged you and other religious gods came together. You took an original native man, put him in a laboratory, and you tried to make him like you.
Another stain in blood inscribed by name.
How is the Garden of Eden a scam?
We can't physically locate it in our modern day.
Genesis chapter 1. I created the heaven and the earth.
Genesis chapter 1 verse 2. The earth was formless and your spirit moved above the dark face of the waters of the deep. Means the earth already existed. In Genesis chapter 2, that's where we see that you only came and planted a garden in the east.
The rivers give the exact geographical location.
The rivers are also another scam. Take for instance, the Euphrates and Tigris are flowing from an opposite direction to the Nile River. The Gihon and Pishon represent the Nile River. The land of Avila is in the north of Sudan, and we know where gold is found. The land of Kush is Ethiopia or the modern day Sudan. This is all for entertainment, people.
Another stain in blood inscribed by name.
How is the Garden of Eden a scam?
We can't physically locate it in our modern day. Let me explain. It is alleged you and other religious gods came together. You took an original native man, put him in a laboratory, and you tried to make him like you. Genesis chapter 1 verse 2 means the earth already existed. In Genesis chapter 2, that's where we see that you only came and planted a garden in the east. The rivers are also another scam. Take for instance, the Euphrates and Tigris are flowing from an opposite direction to the Nile River. The Gihon and Pishon represent the Nile River, and we know where gold is found. The land of Kush is Ethiopia or the modern day Sudan. This is all for entertainment, people. Researchers, historians, and scientists have found out that the oldest fossils are traced in East Africa. It is documented that the cradle for mankind is in Africa. Take for instance the Turkana boy, documented by Dr. Leakey. He was a herdsboy, traditionally a hunter. That's the oldest fossils found in East Africa. In the Bible, the first person to die was Abel, a boy. He was a hunter and a herdsman. Relate the two and it is one.
The river Tigris and Euphrates flow from Mesopotamia. This is where I called Abraham.
River Nile is flowing upwards, while River Tigris and Euphrates is flowing downwards. That is opposite direction. On account of Genesis, they are supposed to have one source, then branch into 4 rivers. I think we have a problem.
What are you suggesting?
History is also a scam.
Why do you think so?
Why did you remove Israel from Mesopotamia if that is the Garden of Eden? Again, if we study factors like climate, forest, wild animals, agricultural land, minerals, they don't relate to Mesopotamia. If Mesopotamia is a cradle for mankind, then why do people come to East Africa to watch wildlife? Why do people import food from Africa? Why do they come for minerals from Africa? Why would a God like you take his people to a desert? This is all for entertainment, people.
Flood of Noah erased some geographical sites.
The architecture of the story of Noah is so controversial. 4 people could not possibly make such a huge ark that could withstand such a storm. Secondly, we know where Noah was living, so where did he get the wood? And how did he transport it? Number 3, you gave him instructions to get 2 pairs of each of the species of animals.
Don't forget that Adam and Noah could speak to animals.
How did he manage to get those pairs, knowing that they are coming from different continents? Again, another transport controversy. And now the biggest controversy. How could Noah forget his ancestral home even after the floods? The Ararat we know is a desert. On this mountain, the ark landed. When the animals got out of the ark, explain this to us. How did the animals get to Africa and not Mesopotamia?
Wildlife migration.
Speaking of wildlife migration, for thousands and thousands of years, animals have always been migrating from the east to the south of Africa and back. This happens every year. People, tourists come from all over the world to do that observation. Why doesn't it happen that they migrate to Mesopotamia?
It took approximately 100 years for Noah to build the ark. It took 1 year for the water to dry up.
What? For 1 year, what were the animals eating? What about ventilation? The smell? The stench?
Time, another moment my heart beats in joy. Another stain in blood, inscribe my name by